Tiefo asem aba. Mr. Kesi Ejaben asaso a declare former finance minister Ken Ofori Atta wanted. Antebia ena say 12 of February. Ena Mr. Kesi Ejaben eba bontin ebe declare Ken Ofori Atta said
these occurrences and the OSP's intelligence, which will not be revealed at this time for fear of compromising the investigation, are very instructive as not to put premium on Mr. Ofori-Atta's alleged imminent peril should he travel back to the jurisdiction. In any case, the purported medical letter transmitted through his lawyers to the OSP did not state so. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, a few minutes ago, I signed a directive declaring a high-profile person a fugitive from justice.
Ombrane office non nenya 112 investigation bi. Emma Afole mark nkora eba bontin be ka say Ken Ofori-Atta no ho mfa ne ade enye me na mekan Afole marking ejina parliament and no present here.
It reads, we acknowledge receipt of your letter dated the 17th of February 2025. We respectfully indicate that our client's post-mark date for his return cannot be any time before 6 to 8 weeks after the possible surgical intervention in March stated in the Mayo Clinic letter. Our client hopes that taking into account the surgery dated the 20th to 21st of March and recuperation period, he should be able to back to this jurisdiction between 14th May and 30th May 2025. We hope you find this date reasonable and same can guide your office in fixing a date for the in-person attendance of our client to your office for investigation. Having clarified the purpose and length of our client's absence,
Leader.
we hope that the tag of a
Leader.
wanted person.
Up to now, say Ken Ofori-Atta ne ho atono, say ne ho nton ne ye obi anim. Ena according to Mr. Kesi Ejaben no or say woman fa medical report bia emba ya ekire say Ken Ofori-Atta eyare inti wasan ababonten abedikre Ken Ofori-Atta say afie de enough is enough. Ken Ofori-Atta is wanted.
Consequently, the OSP directed Mr. Ofori-Atta to attend the OSP in person on Monday, 2 June 2025 at 13:30 GMT for interview, which is today. The OSP emphasized that if he failed to voluntarily return to the jurisdiction within a stated date, and if he failed to attend the OSP on the rescheduled date of Monday, 2 June 2025 at 13:30 GMT, his name will be re-entered on the list of wanted persons, and the OSP will consider him a fugitive from justice, whereupon the office will take all necessary legal steps to secure his return to the jurisdiction and attendance at the OSP at our own choosing. Then, by a letter dated 28th May 2025, Mr. Ofori-Atta's lawyers informed the special prosecutor that a medical expert has diagnosed Mr. Ofori-Atta with cancer and has earmarked 13 June 2025 for surgery, for which reason he would be unable to return to the jurisdiction as scheduled. His lawyer stated that to the knowledge of the OSP, this change in circumstances has been brought to the attention of the court, before which Mr. Ofori-Atta is presently pursuing a human rights claim against the OSP and the special prosecutor. His lawyer stated further that in order not to hold the office back in the performance of his function, he had Mr. Ofori-Atta's instructions of his readiness to go through video recorded interview for the purpose of eliciting his caution statement. His lawyers offered to meet the special prosecutor in person or approach the bench for the purpose of viewing Mr. Ofori-Atta's biopsy report, whichever suited the special prosecutor. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the media, This is where we are now. And let us step back a bit from the 28 May 2025 letter from Mr. Ofori's lawyers and place the matters in their proper context. I have intentionally went through a tedious time. A letter from Mr. Ofori's lawyers, dated 18 February 2025, clearly indicated that a possible surgical intervention to be performed on him was to occur on 20 and 21 March 2025, upon which reckoning the OSP carefully considered the recovery period and indulgently pushed Mr. Ofori's attendance at the OSP to 2 June 2025. Therefore, Mr. Ofori had a duty to promptly inform the OSP of any fundamental change in his medical circumstances on 21 March 2025, when the advertised surgical intervention was not performed, to enable the OSP reschedule a new date of his attendance at the OSP to accommodate any such material changes in his medical condition and treatment itinerary. Mr. Ofori has known, at least since 21 March 2025, that no surgical procedure was to be performed on him in March. Yet, he purposely sat by indolently and chose not to inform the OSP of such fundamental changes in his circumstances. Instead, about 67 days after learning of the alleged changed circumstances around 21 March 2025, Mr. Ofori elected to spring a surprise on the OSP on 28 May 2025, just 6 days before his scheduled attendance at the OSP, by offering to undergo a video recorded interview and a viewing of his biopsy report. Now, back to the 28 May 2025 letter from the lawyers of Mr. Ofori. As I said, this is where we are. By a letter dated 30 May 2025, the OSP declined Mr. Ofori's offer of video recorded interview for the purpose of eliciting his caution statement. This office has always insisted on his personal attendance, and we have indicated clearly to him that we are unwilling to waive it. If we were amenable to taking any such statement from Mr. Ofori in absentia, we would have done so in February and not waited to 2 June 2025. We want him here physically, and we insist on it. A suspect in a criminal investigation does not pick and choose how the investigative authority should conduct its investigations and the method suitable to him and his convenience. We will not countenance such conduct, not in this case or in any other case. Further, the OSP has declined Mr. Ofori's invitation to view his biopsy report, as we consider it a pointless exercise. This is because it is common learning that the biopsy report contains nothing more than a conclusion upon the removal and examination of tissue, cells, or fluids from a living body that some disease or malady was indicated in the samples taken. A biopsy report is not an expression of a reasoned medical opinion that the subject of the report is an invalid and unable to travel, as Mr. Ofori seeks to suggest is his condition, and for which reason he says he cannot return to the jurisdiction. This much is clear. Since 24 January 2025 till date, Mr. Ofori has failed to show any medical report. I underline, he has failed to show any medical report which suggests that he is a travel risk and unable to return to the jurisdiction by reason of his medical condition. It has all been his say-so, his singular say-so. Therefore, the OSP views Mr. Ofori's lawyer's letter dated 28 May 2025 as an expression of utter bad faith on the part of Mr. Ofori, and it confirms our long-held, well-considered opinion and conclusion that Mr. Ofori has no intention of voluntarily returning to the jurisdiction and to attend the OSP. Further, this office is unaware of his purported information to the court, whether orally or by file processes, of the alleged change in his circumstances. Today is Monday, 2 June 2025. It is more than 3 hours past the scheduled time of Mr. Oforiatta's attendance at the OSP, and Mr. Oforiatta failed to attend the OSP today. Mr. Oforiatta's conduct is totally unacceptable and a baleful spite at law enforcement and criminal investigations. It ends here. It ends today. We will no longer accommodate him. Consequently, the OSP redeclares that Mr. Oforiatta is a wanted person and a fugitive from justice. His name is hereby re-entered on the OSP's list of wanted persons. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure Mr. Oforiatta's return to the jurisdiction and to answer to the criminal inquiries against him. In pursuance of this, about 30 minutes before this briefing, I triggered processes for the issuance of an Interpol red notice for the location and provisional arrest of Mr. Kenneth Nanaya Oforiatta in whichever jurisdiction pending extradition or his surrender. Around the same time, I dispatched a request for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which Mr. Oforiatta may be located or found, and his extradition to the Republic of Ghana. The OSP will prefer criminal charges in the courts against Mr. Oforiatta in due course, whether in absentia or otherwise. The principle upon which we proceed is that no person, regardless of title, regardless of status, regardless of medical condition, is beyond the reach of inquiry by the OSP. Thank you for coming. If you have any questions, I'll prepare to answer them. If you don't have any questions,
I think say nankebeya nanke Ken Oforiatta na monfa ne form so nche no. Yes, because after all Ghana de wom say wudi o mine sika ana wo bo o mine abora esese wo beyi some insensem bia no. Until I think say amanfo so MPP for no bi so ka say wayomi sika ne ade no na wo mo expect say na Kenana Akufo-Addo beba no ebeba power no na Kenana Akufo-Addo ebechi wayomi atum wanchi wayomi antum nti no na nke Mahama so aba power no na nke sese wo mo de Ken Oforiatta former finance minister Bonnie from so eden no because oba enne wo wonan so a wunkunu ana wuntwa nto nchene pepa na obeden obe pepa that is a manfo opinion inti mintimi hu wo so wadwen kire but to me dear e kamen kwa dia nanke Ken Oforiatta no wakoye pahini wahu sisi ebebie waduru no na pampam hia apa ana obi so na pampam apa no wo de ne fa oha mu ba ku mienu miensa. I think say a disgrace. I think say the problem better than the problem beba inti mesre NDC for say Ken Oforiatta no kemu fanche no monfanche no yesre mo a monfanche no mine de sikani de wo mu adi akwete say bi excuse me to say akwete say okromfo a wakako wi ade what ase na wo mo aye investigation na wo mo hu say akwa we no ko wi ade but eduru no na investigation ni duru no na kire say wo mo spend 8 years investigation na hu say akwa we wi aye ti wo be kwa kwachiro no sikani de ne wadi inti tumi na odi ni betum na ansa na odi nipa no betum no so no behwe nipa ni situations ne ade nti na kemesre say in the behalf of Ken Oforiatta wa shemi se na kaja me na debia me ka say katuze iska na mbise na ki emfanche because papa ne bebi aduru no akwete so oyarefo a okwa akokantokwa wode wo sabo ne ti sese na me camera ni mu acheki no na wato from team na wawu mesre aban ni say Ken Oforiatta no monfanche no because baby e waduru no ohia Ghana for Womo akrokro ha womo besi amobe krokro kenofoliata. Mbe krokro ni ye. Na mo anko kro kenofoliata. Na mo de pressa na mo digu tiama wuntumi so no. Se mo digu kenofoliata so a. Atenta papa no nduru ba bia na wawu. Ti mesra aban. Na kufuado. Bra bontin na be pacha we ma wo bra. Cause John Mahama episka no dia ye free SHS. Ti mesra musumo ba aba mu amunsusun di sika no. Susun di na mo di Ghana abro. Mo di na abro. Obende. Atiefo me ma dwenkyere no. Nti ma mi hu so wa dwenkyere. Na ye next video no ye bekinkan obia comment ni abo obia din adwenkyere a o kyere ye ewo platform no so. Atiefo aha eye GH TV. Mesro so subscribe me channel ni mami mi adoma no so. Any update and a video bi a me di betu bia no unsa beka bi. Mi din eye ba kope GH TV.